Hi everybody, I'm here with Ed from Toy Vault Games, and we're going to talk about Starship Merchants, which is newly, well, not even released, right? A pre-release here maybe.
Coming out probably at the end of June. It's by Tom Lehman and Joe Huber. Tom Lehman is the designer of Race for Galaxy. It's a pick up and deliver style game with a space theme, obviously. Each player plays a starship miner. And they go around the board getting starships that can hold mines, and then traveling to the belt to find mines and then delivering them to the dock. Throughout the game, you'll be upgrading your ships, and as the ships get upgraded, the older ships get obsolete, so you have to keep up with the times. And you can also upgrade your mines. Each of the mines has a value of how many credits it's worth, and you can make them better through time. And you race to accumulate the most wealth.
Great. So it's for 4 players, it looks like?
4 players. You can play 2, 3, or 4. The game takes about 45 minutes to play. It's not a really super heavy game. It's more of a fit it in an evening, no problem at all.
I was just wondering, could you give us maybe a sample turn? Yeah.
Sure. We have this here is set up for 4 players. At the beginning, you start with 2 mines and 15 credits. Your first action is to buy a ship. You have to start with the Mark 1 ships, and eventually Mark 4s will be available. Mark 1 ships, there's 2 types. There's a tug and a scout. And you have the option when you buy it of buying the scout or the tug. The ships have some stats here at the bottom. They have how much energy they have, how much cargo they can hold, and when they go obsolete. So in this case, it says Mark 3, so when the first Mark 3 is bought, the Mark 1 ships all go obsolete and removed from the game. So this ship has 5 energy and can hold 1 mine. The tug only has 3 energy, but can hold 2 mines. So that's your first decision in the game. So we'll assume the asteroid miners company they're gonna buy a scout. The scout costs 8 credits, so they have to spend 8 credits, and they just make change. Yeah, and that's basically their turn. Then the next player is going to go, and he may choose to buy a tug, which is slightly more expensive at 10 credits. Well, that's pretty pricey, so instead he's going to take a loan out. So he only has to pay half the amount, 5 credits, but he gets these wonderful loan tokens. He gets 2 of them. And the next time he visits the shipyard, he's got to pay them off at 5 credits apiece. So ultimately, he'll pay 15 credits for this tug, but he can spread it out over many turns. After everybody's done with the shipyard action, the next player has an option of moving forward to the market or sticking around the shipyard to buy another ship, if he wishes. But assuming they moves forward, they're color coordinated, so the green starship goes to the asteroid miners. And now they're at the market, which we didn't actually set up correctly, because there should be 2 cards for sale. Oh, let's see here. There we go. When you first come to the market, you have the option of discarding one of these to get a new one, but we'll not do that for now. And then you have the option of buying one of these. There's also refineries, but in the first round you can't buy refineries. You have to wait till you go around once. So there's a pilot card who will pilot your starship, and there's also gear that will help your starship do more stuff. By the way, these are the Starship screens, player aids, setups, board, Starship board. So it has a spot for your starship, has a spot for a pilot, and for the gear, when you buy the gear, you get a little gear marker, and there's a spot for each gear on the bottom. So we'll assume he has enough money. He'll buy the survey robot for 3 credits. And that's his action. So the next player goes, and he moves forward. We fill this up here. And he's going to discard that and get a new one. Oh, it's another pilot. Well, he likes pilots. should probably give him a Starship A as well. So we're going to take Ed Thorcott. It costs two credits to hire. You can make change. Now, pilots only stick around with that ship. If that ship goes obsolete, pilot's going to go obsolete too. You can buy them again to put them on a different ship, but the pilots are only applied to each ship. The gear only applies to each ship. So if you have two ships, you can have two pilots, one for each ship. So he's done. And then we go around, and then it'd be Asteroid Miner's turn again, and he moves forward to the belt. Or you could stick around and potentially buy more stuff, but he wants to get busy and mine some stuff. So once he goes to the belt, these two mines come off of his little business card and are now in local space. So they're in his local space to mine away at. So this is where we look at the Starship and look at the energy. The energy tells you how many actions you can do in the belt. And the actions are on the player aid that tell you the various actions. The player aid is double-sided, has a quick guide on the back as well. The main actions they're going to do is to pick up mines and put them into the cargo hold. He has a scout which can hold one item, or one mine. So he's got a 4 and a 2, so probably not going to want to pick up the 2, but the 4 is not bad. But if you look over at this guy, which you may or may not be able to see, he has got a 6. So there's up to 6s in there. And he's got a lot of energy, so he's going to spend 2 of his energy to do what's called an explore action. And he's going to reach into the bag of mysterious mines and pull out one. And I'm actually cheating badly because I have a survey robot, which lets me explore for 1 energy. That was the whole point of buying it. So for 1 energy, I reach in here, I pull out a mine. It's a 3. Now I have an option. I can load it straight into my cargo hold, or I can just set it out in local space. Well, it's not better than my 4, so we're going to set it out in local space. And then we'll draw another one here. We'll see what we get here. Oh, ice. Well, I like ice. It's a 4. It's not bad. I think we're going to stick it out there. So I've spent 2 energy, and I get to load it up right away. I could have spent more energy if I wanted to. And so what else can I do here? Well, we have some destinations. These destinations sometimes want stuff. In this case, this destination is paying 5 credits if I deliver 3 ice. Well, I can only hold 1, so that one's not possible. But this destination says 1 credit for each ice delivered. So I can get a little bonus if I go to that destination. To go to that destination, you have to pay the distance in energy. So it's a distance of 1, so it only costs me 1 energy, which I have. So I can take that destination. When you take a destination, that's it for your mining action. You're done. You can't do anything else. So it's the last bit of energy you save for the destination. You don't have to go to a destination. It's purely a bonus. So he would be done. And then Armageddon and Meteor drilling would go. And they move forward. And now they have a tug. So their mines become available. Well, they only have 3 energy. So it's really tough for them to explore. But they have 2 mines ready and available. And they're both fairly decent. But he's got enough energy to do 1 explore. So he's going to do 1 explore real quick. So, but he doesn't have a survey robot, so it's two energy. And he pulls out a 5. And he's going to load it up right away because that's a pretty good one. And then for his last energy, he's going to put this one on. And he spent 3 energy. And he's a tug, so he gets to hold 2 things. And he doesn't have any extra energy to go to either one of these destinations, so he's done. So it goes around again. And the asteroid miner says, all right, it's time to deliver. So he goes to the dock, and he wants to deliver. Well, he's got a destination, so he's going to discard that here and get the $1 for delivering his 4 ice. The ice goes into his local space. Anything that wasn't used that turn in your local space goes to known space, where it becomes available to the other players to pick up as well. So he cashes in for 4 for the ice mine, and then 1 extra for the destination. So he gets 5 credits, and then he would be done. And then the Armageddon Meteor goes forward. He's got 1 unused mine, so it goes up into known space. And then he's also going to cash out, and he's going to cash out for $10. And that's called a business cycle, doing each of the spaces. And you repeat the business cycles as you go. In the next business cycle, the refineries would be available, and these pay you out for deliveries, only for your deliveries, based on the material you're delivering. So they have a cobalt refineries, deuterium refineries, and ice 9 refineries. These are ice, this is cobalt and deuterium. You can see they're color-coded as well. Man, let's see here. Any other cool, exciting stuff? As you get farther along, you have opportunities of taking other people's mines. It costs 3 energy, but you can take a mine from another player's local space. The known ones are all available for one energy. You can also claim a mine in the market. After you buy a market card or a refinery card, you have the opportunity to claim a mine, and you spend 6 credits, and you get to turn it over. And has a little green border, says it's mine, you can't touch it, and it also becomes worth 7 instead of 5. Now the ice doesn't increase that much, but if you take a look at a cobalt, it goes up to 7 from 3. So they become worth quite a bit more when they're claimed.
Great. Well,
that's the really short version.
yeah, it looks really cool. So when will we be able to see this on the market?
We'll see it in stores hopefully by the end of June. Like I said, we got our air copies in. We're expecting the ground ones are on the boat, and hopefully it'll be available by the end of June.